Then again, if you have estrogen, all hope is lost. So today's the day. Elimination Chamber is upon us. One of the Elimination Chambers men's for the United States Championship. I feel like they could have started that Elimination Chamber to reach back into a particular timeline between Theory and Rollins, leading from that to WrestleMania. This is when Seth was the Monday Night Messiah, being that this was also an early chapter in Austin Theory's career. They should have had an Intercontinental Championship Chamber match instead, with Gunther annihilating everyone. Instead of just lazily wasting this on SmackDown. So the 101 would be to build Austin Theory overall against Seth Rollins to establish himself going forward and have his character claim redemption over his former mentor. What a waste of an interesting match feud that could have potentially gotten Theory even way more over. The Go Home Raw wasn't even about Theory, Rollins, or the other men in the chamber. It was Seth literally ranting about Logan Paul again. People were more about trolling his Super Mario boots than watching the Miz TV segment. Embarrassing. I mean, I'll give WWE their props, Triple H kinda included. I mean, because it still is WWE, and unlike AEW, Cocaine himself, they actually know how to, grab heat and, attention, even with the Logan Paul situation, because that's what they used to be about, drama, and ratings. So, but this men's Elimination Chamber match literally has no reason to exist except the match concept itself. So then now we have the women's Elimination Chamber match. And they knew they couldn't do Becky and Bayley into the chamber, even adding them to the chamber again. Which is why they had Bianca go over, both of them in that triple threat this past Monday. Man, you wish they knew they could have known the same thing about Rhea and Charlotte. But, I mean, where do I even start with the women's division? I might as well make a separate, video discussing that, subject, because it's been said all around, and whatever they've been doing with the women, just like lately, what they've always been doing. And yeah, which is why they're on TV doing anything imaginable. Even Triple H, Triple H would rather take a leak than to fix this division. Yeah, because themselves included. Nobody cares about this, because nobody cares about that, whether it's Raw or SmackDown division. I would say it's basically the same thing as overall in WWE, but more so worse, because they're just on TV, just repeating the same, whether it's the same angles, what they just did with Bianca between Bayley and Becky, and they just having the other woman doing whatever, and it's just, it's pitiful. So that's literally it when it comes to the women's division. I mean, I think I even said it too, but pretty much the general consensus, I think, they're obviously going to go with Asuka, going with Bianca, like WrestleMania, between Bianca and Asuka. But I don't know, then again, Triple H might come out, he might do a complete 180 and go with Reiko. Pretty much, kind of, people know who that is, right? Reiko Rodriguez. And that was like one of his new projects coming up from NXT. As far as like the newer talent goes, with Bianca and Rhea Ripley, and they're already on the main roster. So yeah, he might even go with her, which is making a bold prediction there. So this would be the third match between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. So Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar was one of those matches always growing up, I would always hear about, and people wished that it could have happened. 15 years later, sure enough, it did happen. And I kind of wish it didn't. Almost like it was used as sort of a stepping stone for another match. So yeah, this is probably gonna go down as one of those matches that was a dream match that you wish could have happened, but then again, it'll just go up as matches that shouldn't have happened. Not saying that WWE could have made it, interesting, but I mean, it's WWE in 2022, so yeah, this is pretty much just gonna go down as one of those matches, just for the names themselves. Then we also have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Judgment Day, of course, Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. And this is second to the Bloodline story, which this has been going on for at least 8 months as of now. I mean, they've kind of tried to go somewhere with also adding Beth Phoenix to the mix, kind of like a family, attack with kind of, element there, but that hasn't been doing it for me as well. What I will say, if there's any good that is coming out of Judgment Day right now, as of now, is I will say with Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, at least we got them out of it with their, current incarcerations, and they're just phenomenal. I spoke on this as well back when it happened, and I'll still stand by it to say that, yeah, this was absolutely one of the worst decisions that they made, considering that, being that Rhea Ripley and Dominic were added to the mix of Judgment Day. And it's not like there's still time. Hey, they could even do it tonight at the Elimination Chamber with Edge turning on Beth Phoenix. They can make something interesting out of that and have him rejoin, and so he can properly train Dominic and Rhea. But they're obviously not going to do that, so I have no faith. Edge still in the Judgment Day could have added a lot of way more to the roster, going into the future. Such a missed opportunity. The hometown hero against the conjuring, brutal, manipulating villain. Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. I don't know what else more, what can I say to say that simply, it has been a very gorgeous story. This one has been pretty sweet, but the Bloodline story as a whole has been, a flawless piece of art. It's going to be very insane to see, what's going to happen and what's going to go leading forth between Jay and Sami, of course. You're going to love to see it. It's going to be amazing. I think y'all know what time it is. Let's get ready for the Elimination Chamber. Okay, so we start off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Yeah, I'm going to have to say it was fairly decent. And of course, as we already know, you already know the victor coming out of this. Well, like I said, I was pretty surprised how it went. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I thought this was going to be, straight up garbage. Like, I thought it was going to be worse. Honestly, this is my first Women's Elimination Chamber match. Yeah, I thought it wasn't going to be anything. Because, that's how pretty much of what I've seen from the women and how they've been booked from what I can tell. So, but yeah, I was kind of surprised. But that's exactly how you start off an opener. Well, I guess he's going to, of course, the Big Show comes on. That's when they perform. But yeah, I guess that's exactly what, as far as myself, that is what I'm looking for, okay? That uppercut, like that right there. Even though if it's fair, decent as if, just straight up nice, what I like to see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I like some spots that it had. Like the spots that it had. You had Natalya, slam whipping Liv into one of the pods. And, Rachel Spears, Nikki Cross in the pod, and she eliminated her. And also had Rachel She got double super kicked by Carmella and Asuka. That's when she got eliminated. And then Asuka, of course, we'll get, they also had a couple of they also had a couple of spots that I'm kind of tired of at this point. But of course, man, it is a pod, so there is like very limited what they can do. But yeah, it's Liv Morgan did a couple of spots. The typical crossbody dive, of course. Nikki dove off the pod and she did a crossbody into 3 of the women, and then Liv Morgan did a sunset flip into Raquel off the turnbuckle, and then that was pretty much it. Asuka, I don't know how the Taya got eliminated, but Asuka submits Carmella, and obviously what we already know is going on to face Bianca at WrestleMania. And yeah, this was a decent match. I was not expecting it to be anything upper tier. But yeah, that's what I want to see more of, I guess. At least if they're not going to try, at least give them matches that I can at least enjoy. So yeah, exactly how I wanted to start the show. And that's exactly what they did. So then we go straight into Brock Lesnar and Lashley. And you already know, come on, you know how this goes. Yeah, this match was at its most ruthless and chaotic. That's what he is. He's Brock Lesnar. You knew how it was gonna get. You knew how it was gonna get. It was just straight from there. Chaotic to the finish. Just straight chaos all around. And that's how it should be. I think, Corey Graves said it best also. He put his spin on it. Yeah, it's not about style. This isn't about substance. This isn't no indie flip match. Nah, none of that corny shit. These are 2 monsters, beasts, wrecking balls. And they need to be thrown at each other. There is no stop and turning. There is no slowing down. And that's exactly how it should. I think this is my favorite match between them of the 3. And yeah, this is my favorite match between the 3. It was really good. Yeah, Seth Rollins just did the Joker. I'm just looking at Seth Rollins. Him and Becky, they just it was nice because I heard they was bringing that back. The ones they used to do they started it was like a thing at WrestleMania 22, something like that. Yeah, and they like kind of brought that. They're bringing that back now, and that's really nice going forward. Yeah, it adds more like entertainment, more a cinematic piece to it, so people can get more into it and be entertained. Exactly how it's supposed to be. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. People should be entertained, not the other way around. This is entertainment. After that, we get the tag team match. Edge, Beth Phoenix, and Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. What can I say, man? Wow, this was a pretty freaking awesome match. Wow. Man, mad props to everybody involved, especially Beth and Edge. Man, they put on a masterclass. Oh my gosh, man. This pay-per-view, man. I don't know, man. This is looking like one of the best pay-per-views we've gotten in a long time. Whew. It's been freaking incredible. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite tag team matches in a long time. I'm not just saying that. Okay, I'm not saying that shit at all. Okay. Yeah, that has to be one of because I haven't think of recently a tag team that has wooed me like that. So that's been one of the best tag team matches in a while, and especially that ending. Wow, let me tell you. But yeah, it was a pretty great tag team match, and you had when they were starting off with the match, It was a pretty funny. Yeah, Rhea tried to clothesline Beth, saying "Eat this, biatch." Dominic tried to, Dominic tripped Beth off the turnbuckle, and he tried to run away. Edge was like, "Come here, you little." He ran away too. Oh my God! Then he came back out, of course. Then Beth had superplexed Rhea. And then you had Dominic toss brass knuckles. I actually thought it was like over. I was like, they gonna end it like this. But no, that was Edge still kicked out after Rhea tried to use brass knuckles she got that from Dom, and they tried to get that victory. And then both women power bombed Edge and Finn. Man, yeah, it was incredible. This incredible match. Beth and Edge. Then they shattered. They had later on shattered. They did it reminded me of what the Dudley Boys used to do. So, but they called it shatter. So yeah, that was pretty amazing too. Yeah, that was wow. That's gotta. I can't even talk. See how I'm sweating right now too. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying. Man, that was one of my favorite tag team matches in a long time. I haven't felt that way since forever. It's been a while. It's been a while. That's right. The men's chamber match is right up next. Bruh. Oh my gosh, man. This pay-per-view so far is just out of this world insane. What a match, y'all. What a match. That's why you see me pacing back and forth. What a match, man. I thought it was about to be the women's chamber match, but I don't know what match is tonight. My favorite matches so far is the women's match, the chamber match, the tag team match between Edge, Beth, and Judgment Day. Damn near every match. Every match right now. Triple H sure is stepping up his A game right now, I guess. Because it is a pay-per-view. It's not just any regular show, but damn. This pay-per-view, it should be a crime. This pay-per-view did not have to be this good. Man, I wish it was always like this. Oh my God. This is why I'm a wrestling fan. This is exactly why I have been such an admirer of wrestling. If that main event delivers, which most likely it will, most definitely, this got to be one of the best pay-per-views in a long time. If not the last 20 years, bro. This has got to be. It's looking so far one of the best pay-per-views of all time. I'm not joking. I'm not. This got to be, at least to me, one of the best matches one of the best pay-per-views in a long time. I'm not just saying that just to say that. Crazy shit. In Cosmos, I'm literally watching it as it unfolds. The main event, hometown hero against clutcher villain, Sami and Roman. What a story it was. It may not be over. Oh man, a story we may not get in I don't even know how long. Another ending that's just in its masterclass. Completely. Just what a show. And pretty much we already knew what was coming. The ending was crystal clear as it was set from the moment pieces started appearing. Oh, I don't know if I can show it. May have to cut that out, but just in case, yeah, it's literally going down as we see it, folks. I probably had to cut that, just so you know, because, one glimpse of that, copyright. I can't show it. You know how on YouTube, of course, and every corporation involved is about copyright. So, yeah, I can't show nothing at all. Wow. What a main event. What a main event. And Sami and Owens is aligned. What a main event it was. I don't think it's over. Jay was even having second thoughts. Yeah, he was even Jay was having second thoughts. I thought he was gonna do it, but no. So I don't know. We might even get Sami, Kevin, and now it's even more most likely Jay. 3 men against the imploding bloodline as we lead to the road to WrestleMania. Wow, what a show this was. Like I said, definitely one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time, in a long time, of the 2020s, whatever you want to say about it. Yeah, I definitely had an impactful time. This was terrific. This was terrific. I enjoyed myself. This was one of the best pay-per-views. One of the best pay-per-views of all time. And, in a long time. Just wow. I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. And that's how you build a main event up to a pay-per-view. That is how you do it, y'all. That is how you do it. So I'm going to have to give this a perfect 10 out of 10 show. And I'm going to see y'all later. I'm going to head off. Stay blessed, y'all.